Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 3 of the channel. My name is Stan, and I am the Shadow Seeker. In today's video, I'll be doing a general reading based off of the collective energy coming from this virtual space. Let me also just take a moment to thank everyone who helped co-create these messages by exchanging your beautiful, powerful, and high vibrational energy here with this channel. By being present here, your energy is actively manifesting the messages that come out. And with that being said, since this is a collective reading, it's essential that you use your intuition and take only what feels resonant to you for your own personal spiritual journey, and leave the rest for someone who truly needs to hear what's said. So, also, with that being said, too, I do need to mention that once again, I'm not in my normal space where I do my readings. So, if you do hear a lot of background noises, like people talking or little bells and whistles, there might be a TV going on in the background. There's like a basketball game going on right now. I do want to apologize. I will try to filter out the noise as much as possible, but some of it might not be possible. If I could, I would do this in my normal space, but that's currently not an option right now. So I do want to throw that disclaimer out. So I do apologize. And typically, when I do every Wednesday's reading or episode. I like calling these episodes because I really feel like it's really neat and nifty, but that's just me. I know some people in the collective have expressed otherwise, but I think I'm going to still do episodes. And so, sorry, I just lost my train of thought. Okay, so I literally lost my train of thought with what I was just saying, but it's probably because there's so many distractions. But I know I was saying that, I'm getting here that with all of the distractions in the place that I plan on doing these readings, that might actually be relevant to like the collective energy that I'm channeling. And by the way, I do want to mention that I am channeling a very specific collective. So if these messages that come out, if you do feel that they resonate for you, please use your intuition. If they do resonate for you in some particular way with what you have going on in your life, because again, I am channeling a very specific collective. And if you would like to join the collective and help co-create these messages, definitely feel free to like and subscribe. That's a really perfect way of doing an energy transference where I can pick up on your energy a lot easier and you can help co-create the messages that come out. So anyway, I was distracted just now, but I'm just going to jump right into the reading. And again, this is a general reading. We're going to see what comes out. So we'll start by drawing our first card. So our first card is the King of Wands in the reverse position. And I am getting something very specific here. I don't feel like this will resonate with everybody, but there's something here about leadership or somebody in authority or some sort of authoritative figure. But I'm also getting something about unrealistic goals, unrealistic expectations, or someone having high expectations surrounding something, or there's some sort of external influence of this. So it could be talking about maybe somebody in power. I don't know if this could be like work related, where somebody has, what you perceive to be unexpected. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said unexpected, unrealistic goals or expectations of something, and it could be making you feel in this lower vibration. This is something also too, like I'm getting fire sign energy, which this is. So Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, and whatever this external influence is, this is something that is very like dicey, very fiery. Getting something about impulse as well. Let's channel more into this energy. Okay, so drawing on this energy, continuing this energy that I'm channeling, we have the Page of Cups reversed. And immediately I'm getting something here about whatever this external influence might be. And again, this is very specific for just a few people in the collective. I really feel like this is my energy, but also feel like it's at least one other person's energy as well. That there's a lot of distractions. And I really feel like there's a lot of distractions around the heart space going on. Like, I really feel like there's a lot of emotions that may be sort of like bottled up or distorted right now. I'm also getting something about the throat chakra again, which I think I've mentioned in the past 2 episodes, that there's a lot of closed throat chakra energy, but I'm also getting something about heart chakra energy too. Like, it really feels like someone is starting to have their heart chakra blocked again, where they're not allowing, like, a free state of emotions to come through. But going back on this external energy, it really feels like whoever is embodying this Page of Cups energy, that there is a lot of immaturity, impulsiveness, a lot of energy surrounding the heart space that is just sort of like all over the place. And the reason why I say that is because even though right now I do feel really, really calm in this space that I'm in, there is a lot of, chaoticness kind of going on right now. There's a transaction going on right now. There's people cleaning going on right now. Then, of course, there's this basketball game going on. So there is a lot of things going on. I really feel like this is embodying that type of energy where there's a lot really happening right now, and someone's just not able to really focus and really see clearly on the objectives that they need to really be focused on right now. Because when you're really in this King of Wands energy, like you really are focused on specific goals, specific tasks. You're really ambitious about, something that really matters to you. But when you have something that is really distracting, I mean, it can make you feel all over the place. And, I think a lot of this too has to do with the astrological events that are happening right now. Because if I'm still not mistaken, we are in Mercury retrograde and we're also in Mars retrograde. I do not remember how long they last, but I know that it really brings up a lot of tension or uneasiness or a lot of feelings from the past that can really be sort of like a distraction from the present moment. And I really feel like specifically speaking with these 2 cards, like this is really embodying that type of energy. I know it seems really crazy because these are not major arcana cards, but that's really what's coming through here. And I know somebody in the collective feels exactly the way that I'm describing. So if you are that person, and you're listening to this, please feel free to make a comment if you'd like. That would really mean a lot. Okay, so our next card is the Justice card, upright. And this really is embodying what I feel first and foremost, talking about this imbalance that I've been talking about in this particular reading, also in episode 2, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm really seeing here that we are going to be shifting, majorly speaking, into more of a sense of balance and groundedness. And I really feel like whatever has been unjust for us or unfair is going to finally shift into something that is more fair for us. I want to say lucrative as well. So this could be talking about money as well. But so far, I really do feel like we're really talking about career and finances. That's what it really feels like heavily. Doesn't feel like we're talking about interpersonal relationships, but I'm really seeing someone finding a fair balance between their work and home life balance, because I really feel like a lot of people in the collective are facing unsteadiness, ungroundedness right now surrounding those particular aspects of their life. And it's really causing a lot of chaos. And so they're really craving a sense of security and a sense of things just being just. And this is definitely confirmation of that. So we are going to be shifting into that. Not quite sure when, but it is definitely on the horizon, I'm seeing. And also, I'm also getting another thread of energy. So if somebody is really feeling like things are not fair right now for them, or if things are really just super hyper misaligned, it will not be that way. So if you're being treated unfairly at work or in your career, or however you're making your money, I'm seeing that there's going to be a major shift. So you're going to be able to find that right balance of compromise and being able to actually do what you gotta do, but not give up on certain principles or ideals is what I'm seeing. So that specific thread probably resonates with somebody that I'm channeling very specifically. And if it does, I hope you understand what I'm saying. I feel like you and I are on that type of energetic wavelength. So, we can kind of like complete each other's sentences or we just know like what we're talking about. So, okay, I'm gonna try to channel another thread of energy here. Okay, so channeling into a different thread of energy here, we have the Two of Cups reversed. And I just have to say, usually this is really beautiful energy, just like that lover's card from episode 2. It's really beautiful energy when it's in the upright position. It's about, two people really coming together as one, as unison, really, being perfectly syncopated and, totally aligned. But again, there's something here about this dividedness. There's something here about this disharmony or some sort of like chaos between perhaps you, some external person, but I'm also getting another thread of energy that this could be internal as well. So take whatever resonates, but there's some sort of misalignment here, some sort of ungroundedness again, and some sort of like unsteadiness. And it's really centered around relationships. It really feels like if this is a friendship, maybe you're not seeing eye to eye with your best friend, or, if this is like your favorite coworker, you're not seeing eye to eye with them, or, you might be having these heated arguments. If it's some sort of lover, you're still having these sort of like domestic spats where, you're not really seeing eye to eye, you're cutting corners, things are just in such misalignment that you just kind of don't know what to do. Like your world is upside down right now. I really also am getting another thread of energy here. Could be my energy. It feels like maybe like something or someone from the past is probably creeping back up and maybe they want to communicate something to you, but you're still really apathetic to that person or that influence, whatever this was for you in the past. I don't know why, but I'm getting something about like soulmates or something is what I'm feeling. I'm almost feeling like several different channeled threads of energy within this collective. So we got to see what else is going to come out channeling this energy. So here we have the King of Cups in the upright position,
Mhm,
and I'm immediately getting two specific threads of energy.
mhm,
One energy that I'm receiving here as an energetic download is something here about if this is a person from your past in regards to this Two of Cups energy that I was channeling. This person could be trying to show you that they are the master of their emotions, like they've learned something since you last disconnected with this person. So I'm getting something about this could be someone like from your past or someone that you recently disconnected with. And when I say recent, I mean more like, it's been several months, not like recent. And they are coming back and they're wanting to present to you something more in a distinguished, polished kind of way, showing a mastery of their emotions that they have matured in a sense from this Page of Cups reversed energy and that they really disconnected from a lot of the immaturity mind games, playing with your emotions, being like a heartbreaker type of thing. But this other thread of energy that I'm channeling, it's something where it really feels like if this is internal, you are going to shift into this energy of being in control of your emotions and being really disciplined emotionally to where you let these external influences not bother you or kind of get in your way of your everyday life, everyday way of thinking, everyday way of being. So it really feels like some powerful kind of like heart chakra energy going on here. We do have a lot of cup energy in this reading, so that is very prevalent, but I'm strongly feeling Pisces for some reason. I know that we're not in any kind of like astrologically speaking a Pisces type of event, and I think that the Mars retrograde is in Leo, actually. So shout out to my fellow Leos because I'm a Leo. But it really just seems like Pisces energy. And I think Pisces is like really intense when it comes to emotions. I mean, more Scorpio is probably more so intense, but Pisces can be really, intense as well when it comes to their emotions. And I'm really just picking up some like weird nostalgia type of energy as I said that. So that might be resonant for somebody. Like Pisces might be heavy in someone's birth chart. So, but let's see what else we get channeling this energy. So this is interesting here. I have the Four of Swords reversed, and the feeling that I'm getting with this card, there are quite a few people in the collective that are really burnt out right now, and they are really in this unmotivated state of being. And I know this is true for quite a few people, and they really feel like they are doing way too much all on their own, is what it really feels like. And I really am getting this sense that because this King of Cups came out before this Four of Swords reversed, that there's this small thread of energy of someone putting on a front as if they're trying to be this King of Cups. They're trying to be the master of their emotions, but really deep down inside, what they're truly feeling is this unmotivated lack of energy, very burnt, very stagnant. They can't see up and down. They are really all over the place right now, and they are really resistant to any type of mindfulness exercises, or they are just so like distorted when it comes to their mind that they can't see clearly, they can't think straight, they don't know up from down, they don't know left from right. They are really working themselves to the bone to where they cannot really see the light at the end of the tunnel. And I know I've said that a lot in these past episodes, but it really feels strong in this particular reading, in this particular moment right here. And the other thread of energy that I'm getting is that someone is really, really tired, where they have exhausted so many internal, external resources that they're really sort of crying for help in a sense. And this is definitely like a warning to really, kind of step back, reprioritize yourself, and really put your energy into what really truly matters here. So, if we're talking about this relationship dynamic that I'm channeling here, they really need to figure out like if a particular relationship or a series of relationships in their life, does it really truly matter to them? Or is this something that, they need to really let go so that way they can rejuvenate themselves? Because I'm really getting this sense that, this other person or these other dynamics could be like energy vampires or somebody that is really zapping, your energy, your strength, your willpower, your life force, your essence. I know these are like heavy like things that I'm kind of saying, but that's what it really feels like. It really feels like there's a particular individual that's coming through very strongly, or somebody's soul team that's coming in very strongly, spirit team, where they really are feeling as if there is just like no tomorrow because they are just giving 180 and then some. And they are just not really finding any time to nurture themselves, to really truly rest, to really, you know, recharge their batteries, their juices, and it just feels like a walking zombie type of energy. So this is really kind of heavy that I'm really kind of channeling for this specific person. So I really hope that, you can get back into your creative outlets. Like, I feel like you know who I'm talking to. I mean, I feel like it's you that I'm talking to. And I really think or really feel that if you really do invest some time into these practices that you used to have, your daily practices, your daily exercises for mindfulness, yoga, walking in nature, that you will shift energy and you'll be more aligned with what this King of Cups really is, because it really feels like a masquerade in a sense. So I know this is like so heavy so far, but that's really what it feels like. So I do want to try to shift away from these energies again and try to see if I can channel anything else in this particular reading. So we'll try to see if we can shift away from this energy and see what else comes out. Okay, so shifting energies a bit here, we have the beautiful Empress energy, and it's paired with this Five of Swords. They both came out together. So immediately, I am getting something here about some sort of external person or influence that really is trying to get or did try to get under this Empress, beautiful Empress energy. And this Empress is not phased at all. Like she is just completely in her power. She is knows herself. She knows her worth. She knows who she is energetically, and she knows that no lower vibrational people or influences can get to her, can ruin her vibe. She's like, you can skip me with this. So that is really, truly what it feels like. I know that's another specific thread of energy for somebody very specific in this collective. So I really hope you are listening to what I'm saying here. And it also feels like there's this other thread of energy. Again, this could be this very specific person or people where it feels like they were in these thought processes of this sort of internal conflict, not an external conflict. And they really were feeling like they were unworthy or not in this grounded state. You know, they were in a very turbulent, chaotic, kind of messy state. And this was being sort of like exuded in the physical, you know, the 3D sense where they were being very snappy with others or they were being very argumentative with others or, you know, kind of coming at others in a very nasty vibe, you know, a way that they normally would not act normally energetically. But this Empress is like reminding you to stay within your power, to stay grounded, to stay wholesome, to stay humble, you know, to be this beautiful, radiant, divine feminine type of energy that I'm really feeling. I know a lot of people in tarot or that read tarot cards usually say that the divine feminine really is represented by the high priestess, but I personally feel that the Empress also radiates that same type of core energetic frequency. So, if that does resonate for the collective, you know, I hope it does. If it doesn't, I totally understand because I do know some people in the collective are actually readers themselves. And if any cross watchers or people that are not in the collective, if this reading has found you and you're at this part in the reading and what I just said, if that doesn't resonate with you, I completely understand. You don't have to take that, but that's at least how it feels for me. And so this really does feel like also some sort of like weird, like self-doubt type of thread of energy as well. And that could be causing some sort of internal conflict as well within you. But again, I'm really feeling that your spirit team is really saying stay grounded, stay wholesome like this beautiful empress here because she knows her worth. She knows that she embodies this full sense of love, caring, nurturing abundance. And this is like very strong, grounded energy. You know, the Empress is Taurus energy. So that's earth energy. And it's a very beautiful, strong, powerful type of energy. So whatever this is, just know that this conflict cannot tear you down. Like, you know, you are going to overcome this. You're not gonna let these lower vibrations get to you, so that's what it strongly feels like. So I wanna channel more energies and just see what else has to come out. So we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed, and this knight is the slowest moving knight in all of tarot. This is somebody this could be someone external or this could be you, but it feels like whatever plan of action is being made here it has been either retracted or has been thought of in so many different ways that they keep saying, okay, I'm going to do this, but no, let me do this a different way. Or, okay, I think I got this, but no, like that's not the right way to go about this. So, someone is just all over the place when it comes to some 3D manifestation or some 3D way of thinking when it comes to presenting something to somebody. This could be an influence of yourself where if you're trying to manifest something, I was really feeling like slow and steady wins the race, but now this is like somebody that might be feeling kind of impulsive, or they might be feeling like they went too slow when it comes to manifesting something, or they're not really seeing something happening the way that they had initially planned it out to be. And it's causing some sort of like major delay or some sort of like blockage. And I'm really getting the sense that someone's like really frustrated with it. So this could be really personal in somebody's life, but this could also be talking about some external person as well that might want to be coming towards you and they don't really know how to do this in a very, I'm getting like objective way. I don't know why that came out like that. That's really weird. That might be very specific for someone. Someone might know exactly what I'm talking about when I say that. But there's like a lot of confusion. I'm not sure why I'm getting that because this really isn't like a card. I don't believe that really talks about confusion, but it does talk about feeling stuck. So I'm getting something like maybe someone's like stuck in the mud, or like they aren't like having a lot of self-discipline when it comes to something, to commitment of some kind of achievement or goal or some sort of development. Somebody here feels really like almost like a perfectionist or something, but they feel really frustrated because something hasn't turned out the way that they really thought it would be. So there's something about a routine, like a disruption of some sort of routine or something. And it really feels like someone's daily grind. I was going to say ground. Someone's daily grind is like coming to a halt in a sense. Something feels really off. I don't know if this is like in conjunction with this Empress Five of Swords energy. It almost feels like something separate. So I feel like there's so many messages going on here, but we also have the Three of Wands. So there's something about expansion. I really feel like someone's spirit team is like really trying to like encourage someone to expand and branch out of these like comfort zone, types of energy that I'm like picking up. Like someone's like really like comfortable being like stuck or being in limbo or being stuck in the mud. And your spirit team, your spirit guides, they don't want you to be that way. They want you to be more like spontaneous, and they want you to be more like open and authentic and more like, in your own energy. Like they want you to be like this Empress, going back to the Empress. Like they really want you to embody this passionate, like beautiful soul that you are. And it's like something's holding you back. And it really feels like something internal, but it could be something external too. It could be external beliefs that you might have that people might have like tried to like instill in you, like a certain fear of something or a certain way of living. Wow, I feel like there's so many like different messages coming through, and I know it's gonna resonate with somebody in the collective, but it really feels like a lot. Really feels like some really limbo-y kind of emotions, and someone is just like really like in a mood right now, is what it feels like. But you are being really encouraged to expand. You really are. So let me see if I can draw like one more last channel message here. Okay, so our next card is the Wheel of Fortune reversed. And whew, this really is like a heavy type of energy I'm feeling. This Wheel of Fortune here is talking about I'm getting like karmic life cycles, So someone here might be dealing with some karmic energies, whether that could be karmic dynamics, karmic relationships, bad karma, some sort of like accumulation of karma that has come up. But I'm also getting something about life cycles here. And it really feels like right now it's being perceived by the collective overall that we are in this sort of like negative life cycle. Like maybe this year hasn't really been your year, or maybe this month hasn't really been your month. Maybe you're really seeing things in this negative light. You feel like the wheel is not turning in your favor. You really are feeling very stuck and very much in limbo, or really feeling like things are not progressing the way that you would hope that they would progress. You're really feeling this stagnancy, or you're feeling like, when is it going to be my turn to shine? But I'm feeling like, energetically speaking, this collective really does shine on their own, like I feel like everyone in the collective is very overly independent. And I really feel like we all have these innate gifts and these innate abilities, but it really feels like a lot of the time we don't trust that we don't trust this energy that we exude naturally, that we don't, fully be in our power. And it really feels like someone's like, spirit team is saying, break this cycle. Don't be resistant to change. Let the wheel unfold and turn naturally because, we go up, we go down, we go left, we go right. But, like you have to accept responsibility for where you're at now. If you don't want to keep being in this state of limbo, then you have to, stop sort of like, condensing your energy or, transmuting your energy into something that you are perceiving as negative because these life cycles that we go through them for a reason. It's all in this cosmic sort of grand design here. And, that's what this wheel is really talking about, this sort of like grand design, these cycles that we go through because, we go through these good moments and we go through these bad moments as well. But, it's all encompassing for our spiritual growth, to really get us to where we need to be to align us to the highest potential version of ourselves, and with this Four of Pentacles, I'm really seeing here that someone's spirit team is literally crying out saying, like, the time to prioritize yourself is now. You need to be like in your stingy era. You need to be, really focused on you and focused on your priorities and, really just, be all in your own energy, all in your own space, So if it looks like to the external world that you are not a very how do I wanna say this? Like, I guess a very, like, contributing type of person, and you're all about the self. Well, your spirit team is saying you need to be all about the self right now. You need to really, kind of penny pinch or, if we're talking financially, or really hold, your heart close to your heart space, to maybe protect it, to nurture it, not like to be closed off necessarily, but, to really protect your space and your energy because again, I'm sensing something about these vampires here really trying to come at you and really trying to like, suck your energy dry. And, at the bottom of the deck here, to close this reading, I got the 10 of Swords reversed. So I'm really seeing here that I think and when I say I think, it's really more like I feel. I'm really feeling like this is really encompassing a lot of this energy here with these different multiple threads that I'm feeling where we have all felt sort of betrayed by someone or something. And the reason why I say something is because, swords represent like, our thought processes and um the way that we perceive things. And so it really feels like the majority of us have felt like someone has betrayed us or has made us feel like we are less than, or, like something about self worth where like we're not worthy of something. And, it could have been because our good natured, spirited heart, our beautiful souls, was so open and honest and authentic with, someone else that we got burned. Well, you know, the unfortunate thing with life is that, that is something that does happen, but it doesn't mean that you have to like necessarily like be in this like negative like headspace where, you see everyone as like an enemy or a potential threat. You know what I mean? Like, so it's almost like your spirit team is saying, let go of this pain that's weighing you down. Like, let these swords fall out of your back, because not all these threads of energy, these different, people or these different, types of people or external influences are all that bad. There's something here about really kind of being more open and honest, primarily with the self. But, when you can learn to accept like what was and accept like where you are now, like this will help you, elevate more into the highest potential of yourself. So it really is another message of letting go. Like you really just need to and see, I feel like I'm a doctor or something when I say need to, but it's for like you're being guided to really let go of what is not serving you. Don't let this weigh you down or make you feel like you're dead, essentially, or, in some sort of like headspace where, you can't rise up again, because I'm really seeing that your spirit team is really trying to guide you in the right direction. And as I said in a previous episode, you are in the right path, but you really have to believe it for yourself. So that's what it really primarily feels like. For some reason, I'm also feeling like another channeled message too. I'm not sure why when it comes to this Ten of Swords. Okay, this last thread of energy, somebody is really carrying some sort of like deep buried wound here. This might be very, very hyper specific to a certain individual, but your spirit team is really, urging you to let go of this thing that once hurt you because the past is the past. I'm really getting something about, like, The Lion King, like, specifically with that monkey where, he told Simba, "The past can hurt." There was something else he said, though, and I cannot remember for the life of God exactly how he worded it, but he was really emphasizing that the past is in the past, and you can either I think he said something about you could either run from it or you can deal with it head on. So it's almost like this Ten of Swords is kind of like embodying that same energy here from what whoever or whatever it was that really hurt you. It's like you might be choosing to carry this wound around as like a battle scar or something when your spirit team is saying like there's no need to. If that resonates, please take it, but if it really doesn't, maybe you want to reevaluate, if this really was talking about that specific type of energy here. But it really felt like that came up like at a really interesting time in this reading because there were a lot of channeled messages here for many of us in this collective. And I know this is a very small collective, but this really felt like such a big reading because there were just so many channeled messages. But I really hope there was something here for everybody in the collective. I do want to end the reading here with that Ten of Swords. And one thing I might have forgot to mention, I did not use any oracle cards because typically I planned to use oracle cards, my What's the Vibe deck, and my Spiritual Messages deck. So hopefully in the next episode, next Wednesday, I can actually open up the reading and close it with the oracle cards. But hopefully there is something here with my specific collective. And again, if this video has found you and you're not part of the collective, if you wish to be part of it, please like, subscribe, or, make a comment. These are great ways to extend your energy and help co create and manifest these messages. And again, I do want to apologize about the background noises and little distractions. Hopefully, I can try to filter most of that out. If that was a little distracting, but hopefully you were able to hear me. And I definitely want to leave this reading the way it is, but I really hope it resonated for the people here that this video found. And I am sending you lots of love, happiness, positive vibes. I know this was a lot in this reading if you've made it this far to the end, but I want to thank you so much. And I will definitely see you in the next episode next Wednesday at 1 p.m.